Yep. Shout out to my agents for getting this thing done, and the Vikings staff allowing me to be here and working together and getting this thing done. You know, I'm excited to be back. I'm ready for questions.
We'll go Chris Thomason.
Oh, hey, Mackensie, first of all, welcome back. So since we haven't talked to you in over a year, why the decision to leave the Vikings last year, and then why the decision to come back now?
I think as far as being back, like I said, shout out to my agents for getting it done, and the Vikings staff, and having the relationship to get it done, and being back. I think it's we're all looking at the big puzzle, the big piece, and getting this thing done as a unit, and then that's why I'm back. Big picture.
Lindsay.
Hey, Mackensie, welcome back. Just wondering, obviously the cornerback room does look quite a bit different right now than when you were last here. Just what are you looking forward to about working with some of those younger guys, and what can you add as a veteran presence in that room?
I mean, besides me, we got, in my opinion, you know, we got two future Hall of Famers, you know what I mean, already in the secondary. You know what I mean? Me just being there is it's just a little bit of a bonus, but with those two guys is going to help out tremendously. I think for me, it's just about bringing energy and excitement and just bringing maturity. You know what I mean? A maturity presence to be around and allow us as a unit to get to be better, and compete, and have a good time, and take care of business as a unit and getting things back where they need to be.
Courtney.
Hey, Mackensie, I know you've been gone for a year. You're obviously another year older. When you talk about that maturity aspect, how have you matured since where you were the first 4 years of your career to having some time away from this team to coming back now?
I mean, understanding the big picture, looking at the big picture, and not, you know, when you're younger, you're thinking about yourself, and sometimes that can cause you to mislead you to do things that you don't need to do. So, but yeah, just looking at the big picture, honestly, that's the biggest thing for me.
Joe Schmidt.
Mackensie, you know you're going to get coached hard. Did you miss Mike Zimmer?
Man, of course. You know, you want to be. I miss it, of course. While I'm back, you wanna be coached like that. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna stay on you, and that's why it is. When I was here, you know what I mean. It was what it was as far as defensively and stuff like that. So, being back is gonna be fun.
Matthew.
Hi, Mackensie. Do you have kind of a sense for where you fit in now with these different pieces? You know, before here, you really established yourself as the nickel guy. Do you see yourself coming back in and doing something similar?
You know, honestly, you know, it's all about wherever. I'm all about the big picture. So wherever they want to play me, you know what I mean. I'm a team guy. You know, we're gonna compete as a unit, and we're gonna see where it all falls down. You know what I mean. So it doesn't matter to me. So.
Eric.
And Mackensie, you mentioned the secondary has two future Hall of Famers. You know one of them pretty well, but how well do you know Patrick Peterson, and have you followed his game at all?
Oh, I followed a lot of his game. You know what I mean? I watched him in high school, watched him in college, and watched him in the pros. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a guy that I can sit next to and pick his brain about some things and have some conversations with him about. So that's going to be fun to have him around for sure.
Courtney.
As far as your improvement, what skill or skills do you feel like you honed in on the most in Cincinnati that you bring back with you to Minnesota?
Like I said, it's just, for me, it's about the overall big picture, looking at it from the perspective of, you know what I mean, team, you know what I mean, and as a unit, you know what I mean, and we got all the pieces and all the puzzles here, so I feel like me being here adds value to that for sure, as far as, you know, obviously understanding the system and stuff like that, and being able to see the big picture and all of us working as a unit to be better. That's a skill for sure.
Sam Ekstrom.
Hey, Mackensie, with a couple of those young corners like Jeff and Cameron, you've been in their shoes. What can you tell them specifically about, you know, what it takes to hang around in this league and what they need to do to improve?
I mean, man, I would definitely say, you know, just understanding the defense, getting around older guys, vets, and learning the process out early, you know, and just, you know, being locked in and being all in, you know what I mean, so you can learn it as quick as possible and adjust and be the best player you can be. You know what I mean? Being around solid guys who are older guys who can teach them the right ways are very important for sure.
Chris Thomason.
Hey, Mackenzie, you know, the expression kind of sometimes is the grass isn't always greener on the other side. You mentioned Zimmer's coaching. Was it a case after you left you maybe realized, you know, what you were missing by having been in Minnesota?
Like I said, you know what I mean, I'm happy to be back and build something special here, you know what I mean, and getting things back to where they need to be. Thank you.
Chad Graff.
Mackenzie, just since we haven't seen you since 2019, how tough was that, the way that season ended where the guys are getting ready for the playoffs, teams getting ready for the playoffs, that Week 17 game against the Bears, some guys rest, you get hurt in that game and aren't able to, you know, play in the playoffs. How tough was that, or where was your head at that point?
You know, that was an unfortunate situation that happened in my situation, being dinged up and hurt and not being able to go in the playoffs. Like any other player, you want to go out and compete, you know what I mean? We're doing well, we're heading to the playoffs, and you get injured and things happen like that, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's not really much to say. Things happen.
Courtney.
Mackenzie, you've signed one-year deals the past 2 years in free agency. Do you kind of view this as your chance to prove it, to get that next big free agent deal should the season go the way that you're obviously expecting it will?
I mean, that's everybody's hope, I feel like, you know what I mean? You do 2 years, 1 year deals, and come out here and prove yourself and see what happens. For me, it's all about coming out here and helping the team win and being a part of something special, and also getting us back to where we need to be, you know, as a unit. So obviously you want to look at those things, but right now it's a day-to-day process for me and just handling my business. So that'll come when it's supposed to come.
Eric.
Hey, Mac, you mentioned getting the unit back to where it was. Did you follow the defense last year at all? And, you know, they obviously took a step back than what they had been in the previous seasons. Did you follow the Vikings at all last year?
I didn't follow too much. I saw a little bit of what was going on, you know what I mean, from afar, but I didn't really too much keep up with everything that was going on, you know what I mean? So